This is Sam Bankman-Fried, a man who needs no introduction. The man once known as the king of crypto, an American entrepreneur, investor, to now an alleged fraudster. Alleged. Now, I'm sure you all know about the rise and collapse of FTX, but how deep does this fraud run? And how deep is the damage really? Let's untangle this for you. Since the collapse of FTX, there have been multiple reports that have come to light bringing forth the years-long fraud that FTX was engaged in. Now, you'd think that a company like FTX would have sophisticated mechanisms in place. False. Turns out, FTX was engaged in old-fashioned embezzlement helmed by Bankman-Fried and his little posse, but there is more to it. There was a series of unfortunate events, a chain of poor executive decisions, and shocking lack of oversight at play. Sam's success soon became the cover story for major publications. He was branded an unassuming genius who cracked some of the biggest deals from his video gaming den. In 2017, he started his company Alameda Research. His humble brand image attracted the likes of Tom Brady, Steph Curry, mammoths like BlackRock and SoftBank saw it fit to invest in him in millions. Money that is probably gone for good now. Their issues began with the rotation of funds between FTX and Alameda Research. That is where people started to get suspicious. The funds were being moved to wallets in Alameda, investor money being transferred without their proper consent or knowledge. Here's where it gets interesting. Most of the funds to Alameda were not in dollars but FTT. About $4 billion worth of FTT. That's FTX's own tokens. So Sam moved the tokens from one of his companies to meet the liabilities of another one of his companies with tokens that him and his posse made up. Talk about living in a bubble. Now, to help you understand this better, it's like trying to buy a house with monopoly money. Yes, I'm talking about the board game. All of this came to a head on the 2nd of November 2022 after reports came to light exposing the extremely tenuous Alameda balance sheets. As you know, the crypto market at this point was in free fall, so the tokens held little to no value. And this is what Sam's rivals capitalized on. A simple tweet by CZ of Binance had FTX collapse like a house of cards. The rest is history. In a single day, Sam stepped down as the CEO of FTX. It filed for bankruptcy protection in the United States. Now, on the face of it, it was the consequence of a liquidity crisis. On further investigation, it was found that FTX's books were an absolute tragedy. We're talking about an $8 billion shortfall. Turns out, even many executives were shocked to learn this. While Sam and his clique were living it up in the Bahamas, executives were left in the dark. This isn't just about FTX. Over $150 billion. That's how much the world's largest cryptocurrencies lost. That's how deep the damage runs. Investor money evaporated. As though that wasn't enough, whatever money did remain was apparently hacked and stolen. There were pension funds, stakes that are now virtually worthless. Billions of dollars wiped out, just like that. Of course, for Sam, his net worth is in the negative, and as legal challenges mount, in the latest, in a new indictment, Sam Bankman-Fried has been accused of conspiring to bribe Chinese government officials with $40 million worth of payments, to which he's of course pleaded not guilty. But this is only the beginning of what's likely to be a long dragged out legal saga.